Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my stock channel. This is James with yet another review and observation of XELA Technologies, XELA Inc., penny stock. Um, they sell the processing units that you see at your local grocery stores that you swipe your credit card on that's connected to their rewards program. They have 4,000 plus customers. Four out of five of those customers are the biggest retail chains in the country. So there are a lot of terminals out there. They do $1 billion worth of business every year. It's a very profitable sector. Usually, you can get $100 or $200 a month per unit. You can buy the units for $1,000 and then rent them out for, let's just say, $100 a month. They pay for themselves in year one, and then the next 2 or 3 or 4 years, hopefully the merchant keeps that terminal, and every month they pay rent to you. That's just free cash in your pocket. It's a kind of a recurring business. Their revenue stream is very solid. As you can see, they have a wall. Well, let me go back here. Sorry for all the scrolling. And we have a wall of revenue. It looks like it's $1 billion big. There it is. Bam. $1 billion, nice and consistent. Um, that's quarterly. It's gone down. Everything closed for COVID. Um, that definitely hurt their business. They're still doing 1.17 billion over here in 2021. Um, Once you get your processing units in these stores and make that relationship, and obviously they got in good with the biggest players in the world to put the units in the stores. I loved this stock. I thought this thing was fantastic. I actually went out and bought some for a nickel and sold it for 41% the next morning. I woke up and it boomed, and I was got all excited and hit the sell button. Then it went back down again. Then it went back up to 7.7 cents, and it settled at 6.9 cents. I started doing some research on their website. The new owner, the new CEO, he promised to get rid of half of their operating costs this year in 2023. Their operating expense is $256 million. A move like this would bring them really close to being in the black. Um, they lost 142 million in 2021. They'd be really close to the black if they could get rid of this operating expense. I've come to conclude that they have 4 employees for every customer, and to me that seemed redonkulous. And then I learned about their nature of their customer, and their customer is so big. We're talking each customer with probably averaging 10 stores that are big with 10 checkouts on each one, hundreds of checkouts. When they break, they need somebody to come out and yank the old one out, put the new one in. They might be breaking all the time. They might be getting crusty all the time. They might need to get replaced all the time. I don't know how that works. Hopefully, you're charging properly for the units to factor in all of these costs. I'm not convinced these people are. I think the reason that 4 of the 5 biggest companies, chains in the world are buying their terminals from these people is because they have the best price. I think that they made a really advantageous deal on this company. I think the margins on these things suck compared to reality. They have to pay 4 full-time employees to service each account that's paying $250,000 each per year. So just your support cost alone is at least half of that. You have to replace the units all the time. They want custom units that are hooked to the rewards program. Hospitals want custom software built into it. There's a lot of work going on there and a lot of expense, it seems, supporting such large clients and so many of them. They had a ton of employees. Let me see if I can tell you how many they had. 16,500 employees, four for every customer. Um, they were talking about getting rid of their meat and potatoes and cutting that operating cost in 2023. If you go to their website, you see a severely misguided company. You see them trying to become the next MailChimp, them selling notary services, them selling legal services, them selling kind of everything. And I asked myself, why are they so scatterbrained? Why are they going in so many different directions? Please just buckle up your balance sheet and let's see what you got here. Let's let's see some profit. And I'm starting to come to the realization that they're not in a position where they can make a profit. I think they're renting these units for less money than they're collecting to support them. Um, and I think that they're so scatterbrained with all of these other projects is because they're trying to turn this thing into a profitable situation when clearly it's not for them. And lose $1.17 billion for the quarter, or I mean for the year last year, 1.29 billion. Oh, I'm sorry, they only lost $142 million, and they lost $178 million in that year. They lost $509 million that year. Um, so I'm kind of thinking about it differently now. The new owner, the new CEO promised to get rid of all that crap. I had visions in my head of people getting fired, people cleaning out the old crap, getting rid of the MailChimp crew, getting rid of the legal advising department with the notary services, and getting back to their core business. But I think their business plan to save the situation, to save the fact that they wrote such a crappy deal to get into all of these vendors. There's a reason why 4 out of 5 of them picked the same company. Um, that sounds a little coincidental because it's one hell of a deal. They gave them one hell of a good price, and I think that good price turned out to be a non-profitable price. Maybe that's why they all like it so much. But their plan to save the day is to sell all of these great contacts, these great companies, to sell them other crap. I think they're trying to become their MailChimp. They're trying to become their notary service. They're trying to become their HR department. They're trying to become their consultant. Now they're trying to take a very bad deal that they made with all of these really big companies, giving them prices that they couldn't afford to give them. And I think that's why they're stuck in that land of uh, having to try to figure out more products to sell these people. And God knows what the prices are. Are they going to make the same mistake? Or are they going to go, okay, well, we're starting the HR department. We got to have cheap prices. We need to get them doing it. So are they really going to do the same thing again? I don't know. This company has, let's check the balance sheet real quick. Blah, blah, blah. $29 million. They are losing yearly 142,000. They can be around for a really long time. I don't think they're going to make money at this current. They're going to have to renegotiate with these grocery stores and say, hey, these terminals cost more. I don't know if they're expanding out, and that's where the money's going. It doesn't seem like revenue's increasing. I'm not seeing it expanding out here. I don't see more terminals coming online and more rent coming in. This big expense, whatever it went to pre-COVID, it didn't go to getting them more revenue. Let's see if it helped the balance sheet. No. We have less assets than before, a bunch less assets. So they pissed through 500 million and pissed through 300 more million in assets pre-COVID. And then COVID happened and all the stores shut down and they lost a bunch of customers probably. That's probably why you see that little dip. But it's recurring income. These people pay their bill every month. They keep their terminals online. They're very good customers. They're probably very consistent. They're probably very happy with the deal they have. They're probably not leaving. However, it costs more money to provide this service than they're charging. And I think that's why they're trying to sell them all this other crap. It is saving grace play. And for that reason, I don't like this company anymore. I was really starting to like them. I was starting to think that, I don't know what I was thinking. I like the $1 billion in revenue, and I like the fact that they're so darn close. I can just taste the profit. I can just taste this thing coming off with a little bit of profit. But $256 million operating costs. Can they really cut half their workforce for real? Can they really support Winn-Dixie with 2 people? And Winn-Dixie having hundreds of terminals? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe you can do this just with a call center, and you can sublet the swapping of the units with contractors around the country. There might be a simple solution to relieve yourself of the servicing end of these clients, but these clients are rich CEOs of Fortune 500 companies. These are fancy schmancy clients. You can't have them calling India. You can't not be fixing their machines. You probably agreed to do that, and you need to do that. I guess you could just send a guy out there to put the new machine in there, and as long as you did that, you'd be living up to your obligation. Maybe you could find a simple way. I don't know how often Winn-Dixie calls and says one of the machines broke, or how much that costs them every time that happens. They could have to go stick in $1,000 machine over and over again, take the old one back to the thing and repair it. It's probably all beaten up. It needs to be refurbished. The technology falls out of favor every couple of years. Now you got the touch tap, Apple Pay, and all the other card things. And God knows where this is going. They're going to need new terminals all the time. Falling out of love with this one. I don't like who their clients are. I mean, I love who their clients are, but I don't like the fact that they're not paying the premium prices. Seems like when you're buying a few 500 terminals at once, you want a discount on that, and I understand that. But you ended up with a sale and a customer base full of discounted deals. You need mom and pop shops that are paying top dollar for their terminal. People that are paying $100 a month per terminal, not people that are paying $50 a month for their terminal. That's not going to be good. It's going to take you several years to pay off your terminals, and the wear and tear and the destruction and the traffic at these joints is going to eat you alive. So for that reason, I recommended this one earlier, and you'd have killed it if you'd have listened to me. But I'm going with a no on XELA Technologies. And there's a lot of fans of this one. This one's really popular right now. It's March of 2023. If you go to their website, you'll see everything in the world for sale on there. It should be an homage to their awesome customers. It seems like they want to sell their awesome customers everything under the sun. Their revenue isn't going up, so that doesn't seem to have worked yet. Will it work? I don't know. That's not. I mean, you made the big sale, and you turned around, and it turned out not even to be a profitable one. It's like buying a car for $20,000 and selling it for $16,000, and then going, I'll get the guy to let me wash his car. Now that I know him, and hey, I got an in. He's my in to wash cars with. Not all these big companies are going to just lay down for these people and sign up for MailChimp. They're going to cross shop it. They're going to look at the competitors. They're going to look at their own IT people. They're going to look at they already have a notarizing person. A lot of these legal stores, they have lawyers. These are big corporations. They don't need LegalZoom.com, and they don't need the crap that they're trying to sell them extra. I think most of that crap is already kind of built into these big corporations. And they would cross shop it anyhow. They wouldn't just lay down and go with these people on anything meaningful on something new like that. That's completely unrelated to what they're already doing with them. And I just think they really like the prices of their terminals. They're going to keep them as long as they can, and they're going to re-up this as long as this place is willing. They have a lot of money. They can last a long time. they can continue to have this company help them pay for their terminals because that's what it looks like is happening. XELA is helping Winn-Dixie keep their terminals online. That's very nice of them, very charitable. Um, but yeah, that's what we're seeing here. And in desperation, we're seeing them try to sell the crap. And if they're going to give up trying to sell the other crap, they already wrote the bad deal here. They're going to have to renegotiate. Are they going to be the number one choice of 4 out of 5 Fortune 500 grocery stores? No, not after they get a competitive price. They're going to have to raise the price by 15 to 20%, it looks like, to turn a profit. So is the grocery store going to all of a sudden going to have their processing guy saying, "Oh, we're going to need another 20% per month. So instead of 250,000 every month, we need you to send us 300,000 every month." Is Winn-Dixie going to go for that, or are they going to cross shop it? I don't know. You could end up losing all your customers with a move like that. But you have to try. You have to do that, or you're just going to give away money forever. But maybe that's part of their plan, or maybe they're learning. I don't know what they're doing. They seem to be selling so much unrelated crap. They should be trying to go get good customers, some small customers, some higher margin customers, to try to offset this. They could be growing it up with smaller customers that are paying the right price. And then maybe this could turn into have the right price at the end, and it would pay for the small loss every year. But yeah, that's just some thoughts and observations on video number episode 55 of XELA Technologies. I'm out on this one. I maybe at 4 cents I'll play around with it again. I don't know. I'm not going to expect it to go to $1 or anything. They seem to be broken permanently and irreparable. Is there still going to be a lot of hype and speculation and wild news and expectations and people getting into it? Probably. So for that reason, I would play around with it again. But I'm not long on this one. This one here is headed for renegotiation day, and we'll see how that goes. They have never really accomplished anything yet in my book. They just lose money. They're helping fund the checkout machines at local businesses. Good for them. It's charity work. But nice try, guys. Almost. You had me fooled there for a little while, but I think I figured you out. Thank you, XELA Technologies. Sorry for the negative video on XELA. If you're a big fan, leave me a comment below. I'd like to hear why I'm wrong. I'd like to hear what's great. If you think the owner is the CEO right, do they need to get rid of their other divisions? Can they support these big customers with 2 people? I don't know. Can they really cut half the staff? Is that really possible? Can they make this thing profitable? Are they going to renegotiate, or are they going to start adding higher volume or higher margin customers? They don't seem to be adding customers or terminals or services or anything. So I don't know. We'll keep checking and maybe do another video in the future. But thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.